For as long as anyone could remember, Blackrock Lighthouse had stood tall on the cliff's edge, its light cutting through the foggy nights. The locals often spoke of its keeper, an old man named Elias Carter, who had tended to the lighthouse for over 40 years. One stormy night, the lighthouse went dark. It was the first time in living memory that such a thing had happened. Concerned, a group of fishermen climbed the steep path to check on Elias. When they reached the door, they found it unlocked, swinging gently in the wind. Inside, the room was undisturbed. A pot of tea still warm on the table. A book left open as if Elias had only stepped away for a moment. But he was nowhere to be found. The townspeople searched the rocky shore, calling his name into the howling wind. Some believed he had fallen into the sea, swept away by the storm. Others whispered of the old tales, stories of a hidden passage beneath the lighthouse, leading to something ancient, something best left undisturbed. Days turned into weeks. The lighthouse remained dark, an eerie silence hanging over it. A new keeper, a young man named Daniel, was sent to take over. Determined to solve the mystery, he scoured the lighthouse, searching for any clues about Elias's disappearance. One night, as he explored the cellar, he found a trapdoor hidden beneath a rotting wooden plank. With a deep breath, he lifted it, revealing a narrow staircase spiraling down into the darkness. Candle in hand, he descended. The air was damp, the walls covered in strange carvings. At the bottom, he found a chamber filled with old books and artifacts, remnants of a forgotten time. In the center stood a large stone archway, its surface shimmering like liquid glass. As Daniel stepped closer, he noticed something. A shadow moving within the archway, shifting, taking shape. A faint voice echoed through the chamber calling his name. With a shiver, he turned to leave, but his feet wouldn't move. The archway's glow intensified, and before he could scream, the light engulfed him. The next morning, the lighthouse was found abandoned once more. Daniel was gone, just like Elias before him. The lighthouse remained dark, and the townspeople, terrified of what lay beneath, sealed the cellar and left the mystery unsolved. Years passed, and the legend of Blackrock Lighthouse became folklore, a tale told to scare children. However, some still dared to visit. On stormy nights, wanderers who strayed too close to the lighthouse reported strange occurrences: whispers in the wind, flickering lights within the tower, and, on rare occasions, the silhouette of a lone figure standing at the cliff's edge. One night, a historian named Evelyn Dawson arrived in town, determined to uncover the truth behind the disappearances. She spent weeks studying old maps and records, speaking with the remaining elders who still remembered Elias Carter. With a lantern and notebook in hand, she climbed the rocky path, determined to enter the lighthouse and document everything she found. As she stepped inside, the air was thick with dust and the scent of salt. She explored every room, finding nothing out of the ordinary until she reached the cellar. The trapdoor was still there, undisturbed. With hesitant fingers, she pried it open and descended into the darkness. Hours later, the townspeople heard a scream echoing from the lighthouse, followed by an eerie silence. When they reached the tower, Evelyn was gone. The lantern she had carried lay shattered on the floor, the pages of her notebook scattered across the cellar's steps. The trapdoor was open, revealing the darkness below, but no one dared to descend. To this day, on stormy nights, some say they see flickering lights from the cliff's edge, whispers of those lost to the vanishing lighthouse. The legend lives on, waiting for the next soul brave enough to seek the truth.